Okay, I'm really not very good at intros, so we're just gonna get straight into it. I'm making a video today about all 70 MCR songs I can find on Spotify, ranked 70 to 1, worst to best, and we're just gonna get straight into it. Okay, in at number 70 is Jetstar and the Cobra Kid / Traffic Report, and honestly, I don't even think this song counts as an interlude, and I'm an avid hater of interludes on albums. I don't think they should be on there, I don't think they count. To me, interludes feel a bit like cheating. Feels like a way to get out of making an extra song on an album by just calling it an interlude and it just being like 30 seconds to a minute of like white noise or instrumental, something irrelevant that no one really cares about. 69 is Goodnight Doctor Death. Again, another interlude, don't really give a shit about it, but this one's a little bit better because for some reason they added the entire American national anthem at the end. Actually, I'm not sure if it's the entire thing, but part of the American national anthem plays at the end, and I'm just like, what the fuck, guys? We get it. You're American. It's okay. Your patriotism can stay out of your music for like 5 seconds. 68 is Look Alive Sunshine. Again, I don't think this counts, but it was on the album, so I had to include it. I gave this a 2 out of 10 because I don't think it counts as a real song, but it's a good intro and it fades into Na 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 perfectly, and I absolutely love songs that do that. Songs that fade from one to another or have transitions, I absolutely love them. So that's why this one's a little bit better than the others. Number 67 is Romance. Again, just an instrumental, just an interlude, just a waste of a song space on an album. I mean, it's alright, but no one's going to sit down and go, you know what, Romance is my favourite MCR song. Obviously, no one's going to do that. I feel like this next one's going to be quite controversial, but 66 is Teenagers. And that is purely for the fact of I heard this song so much as a teenager, unironically. I bought it on iTunes. I listened to this song religiously because I thought I was so hardcore and cool for knowing an MCR song. This song is absolute shit. I really hate this song. Like, really bad. And I'm pretty sure it's because I've overheard it, but my god. If this song comes on, my fight or flight kicks in, and I'm running to the next room. I'm getting out. I'm pressing pause. I'm escaping. I'm finding a way out. 65 is This Is the Best Day Ever. Boring. This beginning section's going to go really fast, because half of these songs, I don't remember what they sound like, or I remember what they sound like, and they were just shit. I found a lot of these songs really boring, so I'm not too arsed about having an in-depth analysis on them. To me, if it's boring, I'm just going to say it was boring. It gets no further detail. I like to think of myself as an MCR fan. I'm not a die-hard fan, but I thought I would like these songs a lot more than I did, because the next 5, all I've got written down is boring. So we're just going to speed through them. 64, Skylines and Turnstiles, boring. 63, Drowning Lessons, boring. 62, My Way Home Is Through You, boring. Actually, that's probably going to hurt your ears. Sorry about that. 61, Honey This Mirror Ain't Big Enough. Now this one was boring, but I disliked it for other reasons other than that. I disliked it because I don't like the way he screams. I can tolerate some screamer music. I won't even consider this screamer, but just the way he screams, I'm just like, just shut the fuck up, please. It's not for me. I'm not a huge fan of the first album because I don't like the way his voice sounds, and I don't like the screams, and I don't like the way a lot of the instrumentals sound either. It's just a bit much for me sometimes. 60 is Bulletproof Heart. Now, I can appreciate that some people like this, but it's just not for me. I found it quite boring, and honestly, it's one thing having a boring song, but when it goes on for 5 minutes, there's no need. Cut it down to 3, mate. 59 is Head First for Halos. Again, just a bit boring, but I did like the beat on it, but like the lyrics bored me, and like I'm not going to go back to it, but I appreciate that the beat was interesting. 58 is Cubicles. Now, you can see a theme here, and that's that I really don't like the first album. Again, this song bored the shit out on me. I'm pretty sure when I did this, I listened to them in album order, so I don't know if it was just a bit of like MCR fatigue, and I was like, okay, let's mix it up, so when I come back to it, it'll be a bit more interesting. But yeah, none of these songs really stuck with me at all. But I did like the guitars on this song. I remember them. I like the guitars. 57 is Kill All Your Friends. I didn't know this song existed when I was going to make this video, but I typed in all MCR songs in order, and that was on there, so I listened to it, and it was okay. I mean, it was catchy, but I'm never going to go back to it. Like, 56 is Blood. I didn't actually think this song was real. I remember hearing it when I was like 13, and I was like, oh, that's okay. And then I just thought about it one day, and I was like, surely that song wasn't real. It was. It's shit. It sounds like some sort of scary, morbid cereal advert, and I don't fuck with it. It's like too weird for me. I'm not a fan. 55 is Vampires Will Never Hurt You. I like the vibe, I just don't like the way his voice sounds on this album, but towards the end it grew on me, but it goes on a bit. I don't like the way his voice sounds, it's just kind of mid. 54 is Summertime. I called this song a snooze fest. I was so bored of some of these songs that I got bored of saying I was bored, so I was coming up with new ways to say it, and apparently snooze fest was what I went for. The synths that come in for like 2 seconds make it interesting, but other than that, I don't really care for it. 53 is Fake Your Death. When I heard the title Fake Your Death, I didn't think it was going to start with fucking pianos, but it did, and it was kind of a nice surprise. But the clapping and stomping was very much giving Queen, and not in a good way. Not because I think he's like ripping off Queen and he should be like murdered or anything. I just don't really like Queen, controversially, and the clapping and stomping just didn't really do it for me. So I was kind of bored. 52 is Early Sunsets over Monroeville. I don't actually know how to pronounce that. I'm saying Monroeville. I don't know if that's right, but this was one of the first songs off the first album that I knew, because my girlfriend said it was one of the only good ones off there, and she was right. It's tolerable, but I don't like it that much. It's not as in your face at the start as others can be, which I do quite like, because sometimes it's nice to be eased in to the screaming before it's like, you know, sometimes I like to be eased in. You gotta wine and dine me first before you scream in my face. Like, 51 is the Bury Me in Black demo. I probably shouldn't have included this because it's a demo, but I did anyway, and it was kind of boring. I know it's a demo, so it wasn't a fully finished song, and I bet it could have had potential, but when I listened to it for this video, I was like, oh, skip, next song. 50 is Planetary Go, and I know this song's bad. I'm aware that it doesn't sound good, but I quite like it. Like, the Get Up and Go bit, I'm like, you know, having a little boogie, but I know it's not bad, and I feel kind of guilty that I like it, because I'm like, oh, if anyone knew I was listening to this song, I'd be embarrassed. But in the comfort of my own home, it goes crazy. The beat, however, is a little bit skull-piercing. Like, if I had a headache or a migraine and someone put this song on, I'd probably shoot myself, because it's so, like, wow, wow. That wasn't a very good impression of it, but I get what I'm trying to say. Not great, the beat, but the vibe is there, and I like it. 49 is Party Poison. It's just there. It's aight. Flow's a bit weird when he's singing, but it's okay. I'm never going to go back to it, but it's okay. 48 is Save Yourself, I'll Hold Them Back. I mean, once again, it's okay, kind of mid, but like higher level mid. I gave it a 5, so it's a higher level mid, but still, I'm never going to go back to these songs, really. Especially ones I didn't already know, because it's really hard for me to find new songs that I like. And I find it hard to pay attention to new songs. Like, I like what I like. 47 is Tomorrow's Money. Now, this song sounded really familiar to me, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I heard this song, and I was like, I swear I've heard this in a different song before. I've heard this song before. I hadn't heard the song before, so I was really confused. But, I mean, it's okay. It's a bit boring, but it's alright. 46 is Heaven Help Us. Again, don't know if I should include this, because it wasn't on the base album, but clearly just a Black Parade reject. I'm pretty sure that is what it is, because it wasn't on the Black Parade album, but when you go on Spotify, it looks like it should have been. Don't fuck with it. 45 is I'm Not Okay, I Promise. Again, I think I overplayed this song for myself, and Kerrang overplayed it, and like, just, it's a very stereotypical emo song, so I've heard it a lot. The music video does redeem it, but yeah, I don't like this song very much. I'll listen to it if it's on, but I won't actively choose to put it on. Like, I can tolerate it, but it's not my favourite. 44 is Vampire Money. Now, the intro to this song, I like. When they're all speaking, he's like, "Are you ready, Ray?" That's good. I like those bits. And the line 3, 2, 1, we came to fuck. Hilarious. Very funny, Gerard. Keep doing that. 43 is Our Lady of Sorrows. Now, this was my favourite on the first album, because I'm pretty sure it was the shortest, so that's why I liked it, because it was over pretty quick. It was like 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 45. I like that. I like a short song. I'm a fan. My attention span is so fried from TikTok and like Subway Surfers and Family Guy and so much happening at once that my attention span is completely cooked. So a 2.5 minute song is just perfect for me. 42 is The Jet Set Life Is Gonna Kill You. Now, I don't think this song is bad, but in album order, when I listened to this, it came right after The Ghost of You, and that song is brilliant. I think if it didn't follow that song, it would have been a lot higher, but I just couldn't. I was comparing them too much. I know that's wrong, but it's what I did. So, 41 is The Only Hope For Me Is You. Now, I don't really like this song, but the reason it's so high is because he has, like, the emo voice. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but he doesn't say The Only Hope For Me Is You. He says The Only Hope For Me Is you! Like, he really over-enunciates it, and it makes me laugh so much, and that's why it's so high, because it just makes me laugh. I can't take that song seriously. Number 40 is Hang 'em High. I don't know why this song sounds like it was produced in, like, Texas, with cowboys and horses and shootouts. I don't even think they're from Texas. I don't even know where they're from. I'm gonna have to Google it now. They're from New Jersey. That's, like, basically New York. What right have they got to make a cowboy-sounding Western Texas song? It's wrong. I should have put this lower, because that just isn't right. 39 is Na Na Na. Now, I know this song isn't great, but it's so high purely for nostalgia. Like, this song bangs when you think about the context of, like, picture this. You're me. You're 14. You're trying really hard to be cool and impress the emos, which is, like, the opposite of cool, but you do it anyway. You think this song is the best song to ever exist, and you're like, no, 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 no. And, like, it's embarrassing, but you think you're cool. And that's why this is so high. Pure nostalgia, and also kind of embarrassment for me. 38 is It's Not a Fashion Statement, It's a Death Wish. The intro to this song is very interesting. I'll give it that. Everything else, kinda mid. But the intro had me hooked, and then it let me down massively. 37 is Ambulance. Now, the intro to this song is also very much giving Freddie Mercury. I forgot what his band was called, Queen. It's very much giving Queen, and that's not in a bad way. I like it a lot more in this song than I did the other one. It works a lot better on this one. But other than that, I don't really care. Like, again, don't like Queen. I'm not going to fuck with a song that sounds like Queen, so I just skip it. 36 is The Kids From Yesterday. Now, I feel like listening to this song at 19 was a mistake. If I would have heard this song when I was 14, I bet I would have been an emotional wreck. I bet this song would have been, like, integral to my development, but unfortunately, my brain is almost fully developed, and this song means nothing to me. However, I'm thinking of it in the context of something where it could work, like a coming-of-age movie soundtrack. Not that MCR would ever be in a coming-of-age movie soundtrack, but I bet it would just absolutely bang in, like, something like that, or, like, when I was 14, it would have gone crazy, but unfortunately, I'm old now, I'm a fossil, and it doesn't mean anything to me. 35 is Gun. Again, something about this album just sounds so familiar to me, and I don't know why. And also, it's literally about going to buy a gun. Real. Hashtag America, man. Hashtag America. 34 is Sing, and this is kind of the same as it was with Planetary Go. Like, I know it's bad, but I kind of fuck with it still. Like, once again, if anyone knew I was listening to this, I'd be embarrassed. But in the comfort of my own home, my headphones on, kind of goes crazy, and I don't know why. 33 is Helena. Now, this song makes me laugh, and it shouldn't, because I know it's about his grandmother, and that's very, very sad, and it's all very emotional, but one time when I was, like, 13, a lot happened when I was 13 involving MCR, apparently. When I was 13, this person I was friends with, / like, trying to get with, decided they just wanted to sing this song at me, and I was like, oh my god, this is so emotional. Why were they singing Helena at me by MCR? What was that? Was it gonna, like, seduce me? What do they want from that? I don't know what they were trying to achieve, but now every time I hear this song, I think of that moment, and it kind of makes me cringe, but also kind of makes me laugh, so that's why I love this song so much. 32 is Demolition Lovers. I also called this song my favourite song on the first album, along with Our Lady of Sorrows, but I think this one is better. Obviously, it's higher up. The beat switch is nice, or whatever you'd call it. I quite like that. Goes on a little bit, but I will say this is definitely the best song on the album. 31 is Kiss the Ring. Now, this would bang if I was a musical theatre kid, but I'm not. So it reminds me too much of musical theatre kids, and it kind of gives me the ick, but I kind of fuck with it still. Like, I know a lot of, like, drama kids, and it just seems like their kind of thing, and I don't want to be associated with that. 30 is Foundations of Decay. Now, this song goes crazy. Like, this song is really good when it gets into it. The intro is a bit like, okay, get on with it, but when it really gets into it, I'm like, oh shit. Also, hashtag 9/11 coded for real. It's gonna sound bad. 9/11 was obviously an awful tragedy, but the 9/11 to MCR pipeline, crazy. No, it doesn't even end at MCR, it's like 50 Shades of Grey or Twilight. It's like 9/11, MCR, Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey. What a world we would live in without 9/11. What a crazy time we would have. Honestly, it baffles me every day. It is my favourite thing. When someone goes, oh, I'm going to read Twilight, I go, did you know, actually, we've only got that because of 9/11? And then they go, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I go, well, let me tell you a story. Like, I have to do it. It's what I've got to do. 29 is Cancer. Now, this song is actually really sad. I find it really hard to listen to this song all the way through, because I don't think I know anyone who's ever had cancer, which I know I'm very lucky for, but when this song plays, I'm like, oh my god, everyone I know and love is going to get cancer, what the fuck? And then I just get really sad. So I just kind of skip it most of the time, but I listen to it all the way through for this, and it is a good song, it's just really sad. And honestly, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, but I used to prefer the 21 Pilots version only because that was the first version I heard and I thought it was the original. I was like, wow, this is amazing. It's actually quite shit. But when I was younger, I was like, yes. Not anymore. No. 28th is The World is Ugly. Again, he sounds kind of funny on this because he doesn't say ugly, he says ugly. Like, he really over enunciates it, and I'm like, it's okay, you don't need to be doing all that. We're now getting into territory of songs I actually like and will actively choose to listen to again. I know, we're up to number 27, and that's where it's ugly. Apparently, there's only like 30 MCR songs I actually like. 27 is Scarecrow, and honestly, this song, once again, I know it's probably really bad, but I fucking love it. This song is so good. It's one of the only songs off this album that is actually memorable to me. Like, a lot of these songs, because it's been so long since I heard them, I forget what they sound like. 26 is Desert Song. Again, I didn't know this song existed, but I'm glad that I found it because his voice on this sounds so good. I'm pretty sure this is from the same era as, like, Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge era, I think. Compared to the way his voice sounds on a lot of this album, this is an excellent song. His voice sounds really nice on it, and I don't want to shoot myself listening to it like I do some others, so I'm really happy about that. 25 is I Never Told You What I Do for a Living. I don't remember what this song sounds like. I don't remember what it sounds like, but I know I must have liked it. It's probably in my playlist somewhere, but I can't check because I'm recording on my phone. Apparently there's a repeated bit at the end that I really liked when I listened to this the first time. I don't remember what that is, but it's fine. Apparently I liked it. I definitely do. I just don't, at the minute, remember what it sounds like, but it's fine. Don't shoot me for putting it so high and not remembering what it sounds like. That's going to happen a lot. I have horrible memory. 24 is You Know What They Do to Guys Like Us in Prison. Now, this song I do remember because the intro is so good. In the middle of a gunfight. Banging. Absolutely love that bit. Like, that bit comes on and I'm, like, tweaking. Also, this song sounds really different to, like, anything else by them, at least to me, and that's why I really like it, because it just sounds so unique and funky, and I fuck with it massively. 23 is Make Room. Now, I really like this song. Overall, Conventional Weapons is, like, a really good album. I controversially think it should have been released instead of Danger Days, because I don't really fuck with Danger Days, but I fuck with Conventional Weapons. It's good. This song feels very MCR coded. I don't know why, like, it just sounds very quintessentially, ooh, that's a long word, quintessentially MCR, and I really like it. When my girlfriend first showed me this, because sometimes when we get bored, we will actively just watch music videos and listen to music on YouTube, like normal people. When she showed me this, and they had the Everybody Wants to Change the World line that they do in, I think it's Na Na Na, I think that's where that comes from, I was like, because I know a lot of it would have been recycled, because they're sort of like entwined albums, one got released instead of the other, they would have been kind of similar, but when I heard that, my mind was fucking blown, because I think it works better on this song than it does on Na Na Na, but that's just me. 22 is Give 'Em Hell Kid. Now, I like this song again because it's short. Again, my attention span is completely fucked. You should see how many cuts I'm going to have to make in this video because I just start staring into space and getting distracted. There's a bit that sounds like distorted, but more like he's talking through like an old phone or like a phone, and I really like that. I like bits where the vocals are a little bit fucked up. Not fucked up, but like, you know what I mean, like distorted, got crazy filters on, I fuck with it. 21 is House of Wolves, and we've got to the 21st position. That is our first Black Parade song. That is going to show you my biases massively. I think the Black Parade is a perfect album. Anyway, I love this song. The drums are just so good. The drums are so good. The lyrics in this as well. The whispering of the sin bit where it's like S-I-N, banging. Love that. And then the line, I've got it written down because I love it so much. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. When he sings that, I'm like going crazy again because it just itches me in a way that I can't describe, but I fucking love it. Number 20 is Interlude. Now I know that goes against everything I've said in the start of this video, but this one's different because it's called Interlude, but this one actually has lyrics, which I like. If a song doesn't have lyrics, it's not a song to me. Just gonna be real with everyone. I didn't expect to like this so much. I saw Interlude, I was like, oh, right, bottom of the list, but then I heard it and I was like, hold on guys, this shit fucks. And it transitions perfectly into Thank You for the Venom, and I eat that shit up. 19 is This Is How I Disappear. Now, I know I like this song. It's number 19, it's good. But right now, I cannot think of a specific reason why. I just know that I like it, and when it plays, I'm like, yep, turn this shit up, let's fucking go. But I didn't actually take enough notes. I just put, this song is so good. Yeah, thanks, past me. That's going to help me out now, innit? 18 is Destroyer. Now, I like this song because in the beginning, I'm pretty sure he uses boomwhackers as an instrument. Don't get me started on boomwhackers. I love boomwhackers so much. If I could have 3 wishes right now, it would be 3 separate coloured boomwhackers that make different noises. I love boomwhackers. If you don't know what they are, Google them. I'll put a picture in because they're fucking hilarious. I'm pretty sure that's why this song is so high. I just really like the boomwhackers. They make me laugh. Just the word makes me want to giggle. And also, this is the Moany song where he just moans into the mic. Real. So real for that, Gerard. You moan on stage, king. No one's going to stop you. Hilarious. 17 is Surrender the Night. Again, sounded very My Chemical Romance. I feel like I haven't actually said that yet. I feel like I just keep saying MCR. 16 is The Light Behind Your Eyes. Now, when this song started for the intro, I was kind of bored. I was like, I'm not going to like this very much. But then I got into it and I was like, hold on. Why am I going to cry? I'm joking. I didn't cry. But it's a really nice song and I like it a lot. I don't know why. I just kind of do. Again, didn't take many notes on why specifically I liked it. So you're just going to have to take my word for it that I did really enjoy it. 15 is Dead. I like this song a lot. Specifically for the bit at the end where you just scream dead. Like, that bit is like a really good end to a song because then it goes into the next one and it works really well and I really like it. And just in general, the way it sounds is just so good. Like, oh, I love it. 14 is To the End. I fucking love this song. The bit where he's whispering down the mic about the bride and the groom. So good. I don't know why. Again, that just itches me in a way. I'm like, holy shit. That lyric itches me like how sandpaper itches chickenpox. If you've never experienced that, please try it. I mean, chickenpox is rough, but sandpaper on chickenpox is like that lyric to my brain right now. The correlation is uncanny. It feels the same. It is fantastic. 13 is Disenchanted. Now, when I first played this song, I didn't think I was going to like it. But shockingly enough, when you give a song a chance and don't skip it after 5 seconds, sometimes they're actually good and you discover a song you like. And that's what happened here. I actually really like this song. Had me gripped as soon as it started getting into it. I really, really enjoyed it. And again, it's the Black Parade. How could it possibly be bad? 12 is Thank You for the Venom. Now, I didn't expect any song other than the Black Parade to make it past, like, this point. But my god, this song is banging. Like, I had listened to it before, but I'd never actually paid attention to it. But when you sit down and actually listen to it, you're like, holy shit, this song is so fucking good. Again, not a single reason why I liked it. I just know that I really do. No in-depth analysis here on certain songs because I gave up, clearly, but banging song. 11 is The Sharpest Lives, just missing out on the top 10 spot. But this song used to be my favourite song on the Black Parade. Like, I don't know why. It's kind of mid, but I know I love it. Like, it's so good. Obviously, most people who have listened to like a little bit of emo music have probably heard like The Black Parade, Helena, you know, Teenagers, the classics. This was the first Black Parade song I'd heard outside of the usual hits, and I really liked it, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like this is arguably one of the worst songs on the album, but purely for the fact of it was the first one I discovered on my own, I really, really liked it. Okay, we're in the top 10 now. My top 10 MCR songs of all time, and number 10 goes to Boy Division. Now, I think this is one of my girlfriend's favourite songs. She used to send me it a lot and be like, this song is really good, and I'd never listened to it, but when I actually did, I was like, I can't let her know she's right, because she was right. It's very, very good. The television bit where he breaks it up, there's no need for that to be so good. Again, it's like chickenpox and sandpaper. It just works. It's just so good. It itches me perfectly, and I love it. Number 9 is Cemetery Drive. This song is so good. Again, I think it's a little bit of nostalgia, because I listened to this a lot one winter, and it was like one of my most played songs for that year, because I would just listen to it as I was out on my bike in the freezing cold, and every time it played, I would always laugh at the line, songs that make you want to slit your wrists. Who let him say that? Who let him get away with that? I don't care, it's fucking hilarious, but that is so out of pocket for no reason. I fucking love it, it's so good. I think the mix of his soft, like, singing voice and the screamy bits work really well together, because sometimes songs that do that can be a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm coming or going, but it works really well in this song, and I really like it. Number 8 is Mama. I hate saying that as a British person, it just doesn't sound right. There's certain words I don't like saying in this accent. Mama is one of them. Awful. Anyway, that is not the point. Let's get back on track. This song is so good. Like, this song's actually quite long. It's like 4.5 minutes. Worth every second. Perfect. Every single second is perfect. I love it. It is so good. There's so much about this song that just works. The line, you should have raised a baby girl, I should have been a better son. I don't know why that itches me. Again, just so good. It just works. It's just so good. I'm trying not to punch my laptop too hard because it will flip, and I don't want to do that. And I don't know how to describe this, but there's a section where there's like goblin witchy vocal sounds in the background. Fucking banging. Works so well. If you don't know what I'm on about, you need to go back and pay attention to that shit, because it is so good. There's a bit where he's counting as well, like counting down to like a big breakdown. So good. So good. It's unbelievable. This song, how do I say it's so good without saying it's so good? Because it's just so good. 7 is I Don't Love You. This song, kind of really sad, but like in a way that you don't realise. Like you kind of do because it's slow, but it's... I need to stop saying songs are so good, but it's so good. This is one of my favourite songs of all time ever. Not even like just My Chemical Romance, just of all time. This song is so good. Again, the mix of the soft and the loud and the quiet and the whatever, amazing. Works so well. It's so good. Number 6 is The Ghost of You. This song, I like. Yeah, I love this song. It's good, whatever. The main reason I always think of this song is because of Trisha fucking Paytas. She had no right to dress as Gerard Way and lay on a beach pretending to be in the music video, but she did it, and I'm glad because it's fucking hilarious. When she dresses up as Gerard Way, it's actually one of my favourite days of the year. When I opened TikTok and she did a fucking Gerard Way cosplay, I'm like, yes. Today's going to be a good day, guys. Trisha Paytas is doing something stupid once again. Anyway, this is not about her. This is about the song. The song is amazing. And also the music video is really good. And it's one of his best looks ever. He looks so good. But it's so good. Like the quiet, the guitars on the intro, so it's not as in your face, then it gets into it. Oh, it's so good. Number 5 is The End. This song. I would argue the top 5 songs are now perfect, in my opinion. Because this song is absolutely perfect. It is the perfect start to a perfect album, and there is not a single thing I would change, except maybe make it longer. Because I know I always say I like really short songs, but this song I just want more. I'm like, why is it only a minute and a half? Give me more! I'm like a crack addict with this song. It's so good. Number 4 is Burn Bright. Now this song instantly clicked with me. Like, this is what I needed. A song that just instantly clicked and stayed with me. This song is so good. Me and my girlfriend were in the car one day, and I'm pretty sure she just put this song on. I was like, hold on. This shit goes crazy. Give me it now. I was like, give me the name of this song. Cue it 4 more times. I must listen to this song on repeat. Inject it into my veins now. Also, the backing vocals, it's giving Bard and Bellas, it's giving the Troublemakers, it's giving a cappella. I don't know if it is, or I don't know if it's just like guitars, but the backing is so good, and it makes me think of Pitch Perfect, and now I want to watch Pitch Perfect. So, now this might be slightly controversial, but number 3 is The Black Parade, and a lot of people expect this to be number 1 because arguably it is their best song, and I'm not saying it's not an amazing song, because to me it is still perfect, but there's just 2 others that I prefer more. But this song is still absolutely fucking perfect. There is so much in this song that is amazing. First of all, the music video. That's not even why we're here. We're not even caring about music videos, but the music video is so good. The Gino, oh my god. Growing up as an emo, when you'd see all the memes be like, I just got Gino-ed, I'd be like, no! Why did we give a shit? It's not like I'm gonna start crying over The Black Parade. It's not a sad song to me. Like, the intro, the slow piano and drums to then the massive breakdown. Oh my god, it's so good. There's no reason for this song to be so good, but my god, it's fucking perfect. Number 2, so just missing out on the number 1 spot, very, very narrowly, is Famous Last Words. Now, I know what I said about The Black Parade being a perfect song, but this is beyond perfect. I know that they sort of carry on from each other, but my god, this song is amazing. The way the music videos carry on as well, don't even get me started, so good. There's so many lines in this song that are just like, oh my god, like better than chickenpox and sandpaper. This is like actual heroin. The lines, I am not afraid to keep on living, I am not afraid to walk this world alone. And awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. There's no need for them to be this good, but oh my god, it's perfect. I can't cope. When I was making this video to like sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone so I didn't get really bored, I played Skate 3. I know, weird game to play at the minute, but I played Skate 3 while listening to a lot of these songs, so I could sort of still take them in and take notes, because Skate 3 doesn't take a lot of concentration. But with this song, I had to pause my game, put my controller down, and just... because you can't do anything else listen to this song. Whatever I'm doing when this song plays must immediately stop so I can absorb it, because it's so good. Okay, my number 1 MCR song of all time right now, it could be subject to change, is Sleep. Now, I didn't think this song was going to be number one. I thought this could go at the 2-3 mark, but when I listened to this song on repeat for like a month straight, I was like, I need more. I must listen to it in my sleep. I must listen to it when I'm awake. I must listen to it at all times. I love this song. It is so good. The intro. Okay, the intro where he's talking and it's so creepy about his night terrors, and oh my god, that bit. And then when it goes into the song, the guitars on this song are insane. I'm a sucker for a good guitar. I've got one down the side of my wardrobe that is currently broken that I want to get fixed just so I can learn certain songs on it because they're so good. Like, I've never played a guitar in my life. I'm sure it's very hard, but I'm gonna try. I think this is also my girlfriend's favourite song on this album. I could be wrong. I think we have a similar top three, but I'm pretty sure she loves this song as much as I do. And like, at the end when it's the sleep bit, it's like, just sleep. That was awful. And then when he screams wake up, oh my god. When this video's done, I'm actually going to have to listen to this song because it's so good. Like, I'm actually going to go crazy. I'm going through withdrawals of this song. I haven't heard it in like 20 minutes. I need it. Give it to me. And that's it. That is all 70 MCR songs ranked worst to best in my personal and correct opinion. Hope you enjoyed, and if you didn't, let me know why. If you hate my opinions, let me know. I'll be sure to take them into consideration, and I'll be like, yeah, I can respect your opinion. Joking. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a little like, maybe even subscribe if you're feeling cheeky. I am willing to do any more videos like this on literally any artist in the world, even if I know for a fact that I hate them. I'm willing to give them a go for a video like this because I've got a few more planned on artists that I know I don't like, but I want to see if listening to them enough can actually make me like them. So I'm going to try that out. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions on any music related videos, any non-music related videos, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.